Hi, Jarrod.
Hello.
How are you this morning?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You are running, you're Jarrod Blouin. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, you did.
And you are running for treasurer of the Rollinsford Water Sewer District.
Correct.
Thank you for jumping in and being a candidate for an important position in this town.
My pleasure, absolutely.
And we're going to get a little bit into the conversation about what you bring to this position, but I'd like to start out with a kind of a quirky question. Tell us something about yourself that would surprise us.
Well, I'm not that surprising, but one thing that we kind of like to talk about is our time spent in Utah at a ski area called Alta, and it was a wonderful place in the middle of a high mountain desert. Tons of great skiing, great family-oriented atmosphere, and we spent a long time out there. So now we're excited to be back in the southern Maine, New Hampshire, seacoast region, starting a family. We just had a recent baby, that makes 2. So very excited to start a brand new life here.
I noticed your hat when you walked in,
Yes.
Alta. Did you work at in a ski resort?
We worked at a ski resort, yep, in sales and marketing and just overall administration for the ski area. So it's kind of a small ski area with a lot to offer. So it was a very intimate setting.
Well, thank you. That is an interesting surprise, and the background is kind of interesting too in its relevance to what you're running for. So let's get into that. What will you bring to the office of treasurer of the Water Sewer District that will benefit the people of Rollinsford?
It's a great question. What I really want to bring back to the community is a sense of normalcy, a sense of openness and trust, and the fact that we can rely on the resources that the town offers without having to be stressed or dramatic, and just turn on the water and get a good glass of water.
Water that's safe.
Water that's safe, water that's can stand up to any tests. So I want to support the people who are responsible for that endeavor. The technical aspects of a water sewer treatment plant are a little above me, so I really am excited to learn more and lean on some of the professionals that work currently there. So there's a lot going on, and it's a very important resource.
Well, you didn't mention in what you bring to this office, you didn't mention your specific background, either your degree or your education or your past work. Is there some relevance, is there relevance to this district with that background?
Yeah, I believe. My education in economics is basically all about the study of scarcity. So we understand how important it is to use resources to their full potential, not to squander, not to waste, especially with water. I don't know why nobody's seeming to talk about this in more of a public light, but I feel like the water idea, and especially coming from Utah in a high mountain desert where it's completely a blessing when we get a rainstorm that lasts more than an hour and a half. Water is just incredibly important, and I just feel like we need to protect that resource. So an economics degree and all of the courses relating to supply and demand, and my current occupation of planning and analyzing retirement assets, it's got to be very relevant to my pursuit, educationally and professionally.
Thank you. That really fills out some details that perhaps voters would like to know about who they're voting for. At the end of your term, what do you hope to have accomplished for the town of Rollinsford and the consumers, the customers in the Water Sewer District?
Yeah, this is why I'm running. We need to really be able to, we need to be able to trust our water. And so I feel like there's a slight lapse in that trust. So I want to restore that. I want to open up communication, be transparent, make sure everybody's involved, because it is, after all, everybody's cool glass of water at the end of the day. So I kind of want to return to normalcy, return to inclusion, push the ball further down the field.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
So I want to remind you that there is going to be a candidates meet and greet at the library
Yes.
on March 3rd from 6 to 7:30 p.m.
Right.
And anyone who got to meet a little bit of you in this interview could come and ask more questions
Please.
about who you are and what you're up to.
Absolutely.
And those folks will be able to, for your information and to spread the word in your own network, the interviews will be on the public library website as well as on the town website. So people can see and hear all the candidates running for office at those two locations. The other thing that's really important about this is your name is not going to be on the town ballot in the
Right.
March elections.
Right.
You're going to be elected at public meeting
Mhm.
on March 17th at 6 p.m. at the Legion Hall.
Mhm.
So just a few distinctions there. And let me say one more time how much I appreciate that you're running for office and taking this time to do it. It's really an important contribution to this town.
I couldn't agree more. I feel like it's almost a duty. With two small children at home, we're so excited to be part of the community, so it's kind of the least I could do.
Great, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For taking time from your busy schedule to come
Yes,
and talk to us
it was
this
my
morning.
pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thanks.